Okay, welcome to Sacred Creative Arts Masterclass, where we are going to review what this program is all about. It is a 40-week program, and it's divided into 5 sections, and each section is 8 weeks long. And so, as the summit said, is Sacred Creative Arts, 5 Steps to Awakening. So I have a little PowerPoint presentation. I have some of the teachers here on the call. We have Nancy O'Keefe, we have Sarah Hinckley, and we have Patricia D'Orio. So we will be hearing from them as we go through the presentation, as well as myself, as we talk to you about what this program entails, what we will be learning. My idea really basically is to give you a spiritual toolbox. Not everybody resonates with everything in the same way. So we'll be reviewing different things, different perspectives that will take you deeper in to know yourself and know your own spirit, and then how that relates and aligns out in the physical. So let's get started. I'm just going to share my screen. Here we go. And I'll put this on. There we go. Whoops. I have to go back. Okay, so Sacred Creative Arts Masterclass, 5 Steps to Awakening. And so really, here's my family on this side, my husband and my 2 sisters. We're going to see the Dixie Chicks tonight. I think they're just called the Chicks anymore. I think the Dixie part has gone away. But anyways, AI will take over logical analytical jobs. According to Deepak Chopra, he says 3 things AI cannot do. It cannot use imagination. So it doesn't have a song just pop into its head or feel poetry rising up inside of you as you're walking in the woods. Sentience, which is building an inner world of sensing. So it's the difference between learning something and knowing something. You know how when you learn something, it's like, okay, it's like intellect. But when you know something, it's fallen from the head into the heart, and you know. You don't need to ask people. You just touch inside of yourself and you know. So we will be looking at how do we build inner knowing, inner hearing, all of those inner sensing. And transcendence, how to go from your physical into your spiritual easily. And so this course focuses on building these 3 areas of life. And the one thing I have to say about it is it's worth building these areas, because when you leave this physical planet, you take what you learned in your soul. You don't take your money. You don't take my beautiful family. You don't take your material possessions. You take what you invested in yourself, in your own spirit and your own soul. So next, this is you. Man, you've worked hard. You spent years giving your precious energy to the business, career, family, charities, and often your soul's calling or your deep longings were put on mute because you were being a responsible adult learning. Maybe it's taking care of the kids or making the money. So you have some material possessions, house, car, maybe a boat, different people, different possessions. And now you're accomplished on the outer world, and it's time to build your inner world. So confidence, joy, happiness are all inside jobs, and it's time to look within, find that beautiful, radiant soul that you are, and it's time to bring it out. So why me? Why would you come and study with me? Well, I've been focused on creativity and spirituality my whole life. I incorporated my company Creative Wonders in June of 1992, and I've spent 31 years running that company. So I've done many, many creative things over the years. I have over 1,500 videos and commercials, multiple creative awards, including Best Marketing Effectiveness from the International Summit Awards, which is, I think, like 39 countries compete, and you have to submit your stats. So really wonderful getting that particular award. Lifetime Achievement for Entrepreneurship and Innovation, and Best Business Award in my community. From spirituality, I've been studying for over 30 years, A Course in Miracles. I have had 25 years of study groups in my home. Currently, I just finished teaching the fundamentals of ACIM Part 1, but on my membership website, you also have Part 2 and the Creator Course. I've written 2 Amazon best-selling books on A Course in Miracles, and I became an ordained spiritual minister in 2018, specialized in A Course in Miracles. So this program will include some material on A Course in Miracles, but if it isn't your cup of tea, you don't have to attend those parts, and you can just attend those other parts, and I will tell you how that works in a minute. So I launched the Miracles and Wonders website this March. My idea is to go from me to we, and that's why I've invited teachers to join me. I don't want it just to be about me anymore. I want it to be about all of spirituality, how we're all connected, and we're connected with different philosophies, but I think that they really are saying the same thing. They're just using different language. And I just love it when they all align. It's such a it's such a magical thing. So here are the 12 people that will be teaching with me. Lynn Samita, unfortunately, she is sick today. Sarah Hinckley, who's on the call. Nancy O'Keefe, who's also on the call. Laura, Tara, Catherine, Angela, Anita, Diane, Cheryl, Eva, and Patricia. And we'll hear from them in a minute as we go through the course agenda. So now what? What do you need? I think we need a direction, a path, and guidance. So what would you like to see in this course? Put it in the chat. Is there anything, any area you'd love to see? I can't see the chat, so other people would have to let me know. So here are the 5 steps to awakening. First, at the very center is the belief that you are a creator. And you're the spark of the ultimate creator, whatever you want to call it, source, God, universe. And you're the only one creating your amazing life. There's no one else doing it. We point to the outside. We think it's economics. We think it's our family. We think it's the government. But really, our biggest creation project is our life. And the only one doing it is you. So you can do it consciously or you can do it unconsciously. You can learn how you pull form into your life so that you can become empowered by that. You can take responsibility for that. So the very first step to awakening is awareness. So step 1. This is the first 8 weeks, and it's all about awareness, getting aware of self, and a commitment to end negative thinking. So the very first week is actually about commitment and taking on an accountability partner. And I will be talking about how to end negative thinking, because ending negative thinking isn't a decision you make once, it's a decision you make every day. And you have to keep revisiting that commitment and have an accountability partner that you can talk about where you slide off the rails and how you come back and keep you accountable. So Expanding You is a program Lynn Samita teaches. She'll be coming on to teach, I call it From Victim to Victor, to show you how you go from being sort of an unconscious victim to being a conscious. And she has a series of videos that you can watch for 4 weeks that take you through that program. And she'll be coming on to explain it. And then I'll be helping you discover your why for your entire life. Why are you here? What is your purpose? Are you on track or are you off track? And then Sarah, why don't you unmute now and talk about the gain or the gap and what you'll be teaching?
Sure. Yeah. So I'll be talking about the gain versus the gap. Essentially, I guess I'll give you a little clue, a little into that. The gain is all of the places where you're already having, being, or doing the thing that you desire, rather than looking at all of the places where you do not have that, all of the lack. And so we're not just going to talk about it theoretically, because that's great, but sometimes we need the actual application. So I'm going to actually walk you guys through an exercise with this so you can do it with various areas of your life and really see how it applies to your unique situation.
Wonderful. Thanks so much. Okay, next, step 2. Acknowledge how spirit works from the outside in. So my idea here is that I want you to learn how to speak with spirit. And spirit speaks in so many different ways. You can talk to you through power animals, for example. Eva Goulet will be taking us on a shamanic journey to discover your power animal. I know my power animal came to me one day when I was having a massage on a table. It was kind of like, whoa, wasn't expecting that. But then you can call on your power animal. Sounds. Anita Rivo. Did I say that right? I don't think I did. Sorry, Anita. Um,
Rivero.
Rivero, thank you. Yeah, sometimes I get a bit tongue-tied. She's not on the call today, but she'll be doing sound healing. And Diane Zicko will be talking to us about crystals and aligning your energy with crystals and how that can help your chakra system as well. It's knowing, how is the universe talking to me? The universe talks through music, it talks through signs, it talks through numbers, it talks through symbols, it talks through dreams. Everybody has their own mix of these things, and we will spend 8 weeks looking at different ways that we can acknowledge how spirit is trying to communicate with us, because spirit is trying to communicate with us all the time. Step 3 is accept who you are from the inside out. And so here we'll be chatting about who you truly are. So Nancy O'Keefe, do you want to unmute and just talk a little bit about what you'll be doing?
Yes, human design is a wonderful personal development system that really helps you get back to who you originally are. When we're born, we come into this world with a divine wiring, a set of skills and talents. We know exactly what we're here to do. And over the course of our life, well-meaning parents and teachers and society and so on kind of form us and shape us to conform with what they believe is the right way to go. And often we lose some of ourselves. So I use human design to help people pull back the layers of who they've been taught to be and get back to who they authentically are. And then accept that and really be brave enough and bold enough to express themselves fully in the world and not leave some of themselves behind so they fit in with the status quo. So that's what we'll be talking about. We'll be looking at your charts and we'll be learning a little bit about each and everyone's human design.
That sounds so exciting. I'm really looking forward to that. I'll be talking about sacred creative writing. It's something that I do, well, not every day, but every week for sure. I ask my higher self, what is it you'd like me to know today? And I write from my inner knowing and from connecting with my highest purpose, highest frequency, whatever you want to call it, oversoul. And that can be fascinating. And we'll also be looking at the chakras with Tara, the clairs with Laurel. Laurel's on an airplane today, so she's not with us at the moment. She's with us in spirit. And we'll be looking at the emotional scale from Esther Hicks. And how do we move up and down the emotional scale? If we're feeling depressed, how do we move 1 or 2 steps up? And, so that we keep raising our frequency up towards joy. Step 4, ask for assistance. So we have Patricia Diorio here, who teaches I Am the Word, and I'm in her course actually at the moment. Patricia, do you want to unmute and just talk a little bit about why I Am the Word is in Ask for Assistance? Oh, is she not on the call? I thought I saw her on the call. Patricia, are you here?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now. Thanks.
Sorry about that. Okay. I've been on the path like Diane for a very, very, very long time. And I studied the Course in Miracles. I've done the Abraham work. I've done 335 interviews with people on TV who are into this conversation that we're spiritual beings having a human experience. But 9 years ago, a book came into my life on my 70th birthday, and it has rocked my world unbelievably. And this is the book. It's called I Am the Word. It's a channeled text, as is the Course in Miracles. And it's channeled by ascended masters who are non-physical beings that are working right now with humanity. On the top, it says, a guide to the consciousness of man's self in a transitioning time. Their message primarily is that we cannot not be who we are. We cannot not be God. And I love that. It sounds blasphemous to say that we're God, And when I say that, I always qualify it by saying, yes, we all are one with that, with our creator. We are all creators. I like to look at the creator as the sun, and we're the sunbeams from the sun. We can't be separate from the sun. We're creating just like our creator created us. So the work really focuses in 3 areas. It focuses on raising our vibration. And we hear today that everything is energy vibrating at a frequency that determines our density. So frequency is the language of the universe, not English. Frequency. So it raises our frequency literally so that we're vibrating at a high frequency. The second thing that I've really garnered from the work is that it has helped me move into the unknown. The unknown is where the juice is. The unknown is the expansion, it's the excitement. What's beyond the known for me around my life, my career, my relationships, my money? What is beyond the known? So that's been fabulous. And I have many stories to share. And the third thing it has done, and the most important thing is, and I mentioned this earlier, I have moved from believing in divine to knowing it. We can believe something that's not true. We do it all the time, don't we? But we can't know something that's not true. No one would say to you, do you believe your name is Diane? Do you believe you're a woman? Well, of course not. Of course, I don't have to believe it. I know it. So these are the 3 areas that we're going to be focusing on with the word work. And I'm really delighted to be a part of this wonderful group. You're muted, Diane.
I just saw that. I'm just so thankful that you're part of this. Let me just go back to the right page here, because I'm going to call on you again, Patricia, because in this section, you're also going to do a section on oracles. So do you just want to chat for a moment about that?
Yes, I need to. I want to get my cards, though. Hold on.
So she's just going to get the Voyager Tarot deck, which is the
I can
deck.
talk about, would you like me to talk about them now?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. So a big part of my work as a spiritual counselor, mentor, and intuitive in Santa Barbara, California for over almost 30 years, I've worked with this deck, 28 years. I've worked with this deck, the Voyager deck. And what is an oracle? We go to a metaphysical bookstore and there are tons of oracles, all different kinds of cards and I Ching coins and all different kinds of stones and crystals. I mean, they're called oracles, but who's the oracle? We're the oracle. You're the oracle. You have your answers within you. But our monkey mind really tries to control us and keep us away from going within. That's why this work that with Diane is so very important. It helps us to really go where we need to be. The way out is in. Success is an inside job. So when we work with an oracle, when we work with a tarot cards, we're going within and asking a question and then picking a card intuitively with our left hand. Why left hand? Left hand, right brain. Non-linear, intuitive, spiritual. So we're picking that card intuitively. And then my role as a reader would be to be the liaison between you and your God self through the cards. And it's fun and illuminating. And I have learned so much. And they say readers can't read for themselves. Well, that's not true, because I've been working with the cards personally every day for a very long time, 28 years. And I love my work as a reader with my clients. It's my tool. I'm a therapist with degrees and all of that. But you know what? This is my tool, because this is the insurance that you're getting absolutely the right answer. You will never pick an incorrect card. I can't guarantee that what I tell you will be absolutely correct, but my track record's pretty good. So that's the tarot, and I look forward to sharing that with you as well.
Thank you so much, Patricia. I mean, this step 4, ask for assistance, is so important because we have free will. As human beings, we have free will. We live in a free will zone, and no one can help you or interfere from the invisible realms, angels, guides. You have a whole team of people that are there to support you, but they can't support you unless you ask. And so asking, there's lots of different ways of asking. Catherine Johnson will be using mediumship and giving you a demonstration of that. And as Patricia said, we'll be talking about oracles, I am the word, and different ways that you can ask for assistance. Step 5 is, how do we get aligned? Patricia says, align with the divine. That's her website. I love it. And we'll be, again, calling on some various different other experts to show us some different modalities. Angela Herenick will be talking about her accelerated transpersonal therapy method. Cheryl McNaughton will be talking about quantum healing hypnosis therapy. I will be talking about how you as an individual create time. Did you know you are the creator of time in your life? And when you start to play with time, fascinating things that will prove it to you that you, in fact, control the amount of time you have. We'll be looking at creating sacred altars like this beautiful picture here, and I will be going through the miracles from Course in Miracles and the different principles of miracles. So there's many ways to get aligned action happening in your life. Those are the 5 steps, from awareness to creating sign language. How do you speak with the universe? To knowing yourself a bit deeper, to asking for assistance, and then staying in divine alignment. How do you know you're in divine alignment? Well, it's sort of like if you are a ship and you have a sail, and if you're just sitting there and you don't seem to be moving, you're not aligned with the wind. And so when you make little adjustments and you line your sail with the wind, suddenly, boom, you just take right off. And it's almost like you can't stop it. It's just happening, and it's so fun. So how will we do this? We're going to do 1.5 hours on Tuesday. This is Pacific time, 9:30 to 11 a.m. And each of the teachers and myself will teach their modality on the Tuesday for 1.5 hours. And then on Wednesday, you can come back and we will share questions. And actually this says 9 to 10. I think I changed it to 9:30 to 10:30. But I will be giving you a website page to go and look at that has all of these details on it. And then you will have to check in with your accountability partner each week. I love an accountability partner because it just keeps you on track. You will be given a membership in Miracles and Wonders. And so you can come to my Monday Course in Miracles study groups, which is on Monday. You don't have to do that. This is optional. If your interest, like mine, is in A Course in Miracles, you can come to the Monday study groups, which is every other, so the first and the third Monday of each month. I have on the membership website the Fundamentals of A Course in Miracles Part 1. I also have Part 2 up there, the Creator Course, and we get together on the last Sunday of each month for the Me to We Hour. Really trying to build community. How can we support you? What questions do you have? Where would you like to have more learning? We'll talk about it on the last Sunday. So, what are the benefits of taking this course, this Sacred Creative Arts course, 40 weeks? We'll have time off at Christmas and time off at Easter. So it goes from September 12th to the end of June. So it's kind of like a school year. And you will really be getting a certification at level 1 because I have already written level 2 and 3. So you will have a chance, if you really enjoy it, to go on from there. So what are the benefits? Well, as we started off right at the beginning, no one else is creating your life but you. And learning to become empowered and creating the life your soul is really calling for you is really what we want to do. We want to be in alignment with our highest self, creating the highest, most joyful life we can. So we become conscious of what we create. We align with the power of the universe and we don't work against it. Working against the universe causes that feeling of frustration, chaos, anger at times, all of these sort of negative emotions, because it's like we can't get it going. We can't get something started. It just seems to be stalling. But that is actually the universe's way of talking to you, saying, no, 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 not that way. We need you to come on over here. When you feel that thing take off in your life, you know you're in alignment. So we'll be playing with that. We're going to build your spiritual toolbox. You've heard from some great teachers this morning. I'll be teaching what I know around A Course in Miracles, around my 40 years of doing creativity as a job, and my over 40 years of working with A Course in Miracles. So I'm bringing those two together because creativity and spirituality are really the same thing. And so you can step into it through a variety of different tools. Most important, I called my company Creative Wonders because it's important to embrace the awe and wonder of life. When you just, you see that rainbow, there's that rainbow behind me, and it just is like everyone is in awe of the rainbow. That feeling of awe raises your vibration. So we want to surrender struggle. We want to end negative thinking, and we'll be working with our accountability partner to do that. I'll be giving you quite a few tools around that. This all creates ease and flow. You align with your highest frequency in your life. You work with the intelligence of the universe. You don't work against it. And that creates miracles. And I'm going to be encouraging you to keep a miracle journal. I keep a miracle journal and write down every miracle that happens in my life. Oops. Miracles, according to A Course in Miracles, are just a shift from thinking negative thoughts to thinking positive thoughts, aligning with the universal's eternal love and having magic show up in your life, which is stunning. The Course in Miracles says only you can prove it to yourself, and you have to take it away from the intellectual and move it into a felt experience. That's what will convince you. So what will happen if you don't do this course? Nothing. You'll just get the same old, maybe wondering or procrastinating. I say it's time to try something new. We are moving into a new paradigm. A paradigm, as Nancy said at the beginning of this call, where there's a divine feminine in action, and we're being called to move deeper inside of ourselves and operate from our spirit. We've been in a paradigm that has largely punished us for moving inside of ourselves and working from our intuitive senses like our clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience. It hasn't been encouraged, it's been discouraged. And now it's time to see the world differently and cultivate a new mindset, a different one from the one that got you here. You want to find your own North Star and create your own magnificence. My word for this year is magnificence. The Course says you are magnificence. If you don't see it and feel it, it's because you have some emotions that are blocking it. And we need to just clear those clouds. As Patricia says, we're sunbeams from the sun. The sun never goes away. The clouds just cover it. And so we want to remove those clouds. We want you to invest in yourself. It's the best investment you will ever make, is investing in yourself. Unmute your soul's calling, listen deeply, and act. You were not meant to do life alone. You were meant to do it in community. We are all one. You were meant to do it as all one. So learn to create your life with the power of the universe. Get in alignment with the divine. Say yes today. I'm going to offer an early bird price. I've never given this course before, so I'm knocking $2,500 off the price of the course. So the course is going to be $5,000 for 40 weeks. And so if you say yes today, I'm going to knock another $50 a month, which will be another $500 savings from the monthly payment. And even more bonus, I'm going to throw in a tarot reading because I also read the Voyager Tarot and have read it since 1991. So this early bird price, I'm going to give you the website you can go to for it. Lasts until September 11th. I'll just go to the next slide. So you sign up here, miraclesandwonders.ca/ sacred-creative-arts/. If you want to talk to me about it, I'm more than happy to have a discovery call with you. You can text me at 604-987-8401, or you can email me. I'm always looking at my email at diane@creativewonders.ca. And that's it. So I'm going to stop my share, come back to the full group, and just open the floor and see if anyone has questions about when it starts. It starts Tuesday, September 12th. I will let people in at every 8-week. So like when we're going through the first step, it's 8 weeks. It's awareness of self. Then I will let people come in to at the next 8-week period if people want to do that. So anyways, over to you. Hey, Sharon.
Hi.
Does anyone have any questions? If not, I'm just going to stop the recording here once again. If you want to look up everything I've talked about, it is all listed on the website. It is miraclesandwonders.ca / sacred-creative-arts. And you can go to that page. Everything every week is listed. There's different pricing options that are available. So, and I'm happy to chat with anybody who wants to chat. So I will stop the recording here.